for a second.
All right, guys, welcome to another Right Now Monday update as we are here with the community. All right, and it looks like so we'll be back. So Penelope and myself are here with the Right Now community for another casual Monday update. Nothing crazy, just to give you guys some, updates, fun, and logistic for what's going on with the Right Now community. Now, this week, we're getting ready for the Right Now-a-thon. Obviously, the Right Now-a-thon is literally 2 weeks away, and we're going to be going into all the updates, the details, and some very cool things coming with it. But we'll give a few minutes and let everyone hop into the chat. You guys already know me. I'm Kaufman. This is, I'll let you do your thing, Penelope.
Me? I'm Penelope. I write stuff down.
Like, I write good.
I write good. I write real good. My favorite meme right now is the one that says, I feel like I'm thinking about writing a book, but it's spelled RITING, and I'm like, me.
I'm thinking about writing a book. Like, let me add that to the other 15 books.
Yeah, right. I never was one of those prolific writers until I started hanging out with other writers, and I suddenly had to catch up and start writing like 10 different projects at once.
And now we're all real authors or writers, one of the two.
Okay, I'm back.
All right, welcome back, my friend. Everyone, you all know Chat Soul. Soul, who are you?
Sorry, just give me a second here. So I had to run over and do something outside of the house for a second. So everyone knows me as Chat Soul. Oh God, sorry, I ran.
You did, wow.
But I'm primarily a fantasy sci-fi writer, currently working on a few different projects. And this is not something that's going to happen until after the Write-a-thon, but I'm actually working on offering services a little similar to a Kaufman.
Woo!
Won't be as extensive as him. Developmental editing and creation of characters, worlds, and creatures and stuff, but
that's so fun.
Working on that.
That is very, very cool, because I know world building type stuff is definitely not a strength for everyone. So definitely love that. And especially with your gaming background and expertise. Yep. So that probably really will come into handy.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Let's see. By the way, welcome everyone. ML, glad to see you. RA, welcome back. Hope you're having a splendid day. Absolutely. Glad to be joined by Sol and Penelope here. So definitely a much, much better day now. And especially all of you guys joining us as well. Courtney, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Tiara in the house. John, hello, 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 hello. 5 times, my friend. And John's like, world building is not a strength of mine. And that's why I like realist fiction. I'm like, wait, what is realist fiction?
Literary fiction.
Oh, literary. Okay, that makes sense.
I think that's what they mean by literary.
Mm-hmm. I was like, my fiction needs to have dragons.
Yes.
Mine needs to have dragons and scarecrows and bears. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh man, I know. I was creating the copy for my the Scarecrow website that we're working on right now, and I was trying to think of like, all right, how do I package it as? I was trying to think of just how to package it, and I was like, all right, do I reference Wizard of Oz as an inspiration? I'm like, a little outdated. I kept going back and forth because it's like such a dark world.
That's all we've got, man. That's all we got in Kansas is Oz. Don't call us outdated. It's not like we just got indoor plumbing.
What is the last Scarecrow? The Lord of the Rings meets the Wizard of Oz meets horror.
It is kind of Wizard of Ozzy though, like with the whole,
It is. I know, definitely. It has like elements of it. So I was kind of going back and forth on packaging, but
trying to think of something contemporary to.
I know. I was trying to think of. I just haven't been reading as much contemporary fiction, because I think all the contemporary stuff I've read over the past couple of years has been more nonfiction. For like, all right, self-help, working in businesses, spiritual, economics, like doing all the life stuff. So I feel behind on some of like contemporary, like at least fantasy or fiction trends.
Yeah.
Oh man, I know John was like using the real world as the basis of the world in the book. I'd never heard of what being tied to literary fiction. I'll have to look into that definition. Okay, using the real world. It sounds like how Penelope. How would you categorize literary fiction?
Literature, essentially, just like as far as I know, it's as close to realism as you get. It's non-genre, and it's just like people like.
Are those like the types of books we were like gonna read in school? Like
no, like okay. So let me look up the definition.
Like if I think of literary fiction, is that like Lord of the Flies? Is that like those classics?
No,
like,
I think that would be well, but you
Over
think
the
of
Cuckoo's
it.
Nest, a Mockingbird.
You think of those things as being written works, especially those considered of superior or lasting artistic merit.
Actually, I just looked up a list of literary fiction. To Kill a Mockingbird is the first one on the list.
Yeah.
The Great Gatsby, Grapes of Wrath, Tale of Two Cities, The Handmaid's Tale, The Kite Runner, The Remains of the Day. That one actually sounds kind of familiar.
I think that like usually it means like the classics, but like there's modern and contemporary literature. So
I'm sure there are.
I guess there's it's just okay, so the literature comes from Latin and it just means letter.
Apparently,
so it's just huge.
Literary fiction is less of a genre, but it's more of a category.
Yeah,
it focuses on style, character, and theme over plot.
Yeah, more character sketches. I know, like Sherman Alexie, the Native American writer from Spokane, writes like literary fiction, but he does some surrealism in his work. Like it would have been the stuff I don't know, something. I don't know. I guess it has the connotation of being upmarket. What I write is I consider my stuff literary fantasy. So.
For those of you who are writing in the literary fiction genre, there you go. This is your help to help
we're not very helpful.
Like what is literary fiction? I don't know. Go Google it.
I always considered it like people having like real world issues and it being written by people who have like some sort of determined skill or mastery over storytelling. And usually like Camus's The Stranger would be it's both a classic, but he also has a very strong storytelling style.
So something that takes place in the real world.
As far as I know,
somebody who has published X amount of books and is considered a career author.
But not genre. Like it's not like there's not horror literature. There's like horror. And then because Stephen King always got accused of being a genre writer. But he has the skill set to be considered more of a writer of like what will turn into be classic tales. But like, it's just that kind of, I don't know. The word itself means writing. So like you can probably have several debates.
Yeah, it's probably one of those genres that's very like open to interpretation.
Yeah.
It probably really is. And I think genre definition tends to become more and more loosely defined with more and more subgenres gaining prevalence. I think this last year, I'm pretty sure romantasy has taken a huge upturn in terms of mainstream popularity because of the prevalence of romance genre and fantasy genre being the top two predominant ones for the past couple of years. So of course there's that subgenre is becoming more prevalent. Emma was like, Last Scarecrow gives me Golden Compass vibes. I could totally see that because Golden Compass is kind of Golden Compass is action adventure, but it's also political intrigue, maybe to an extent, because there's a lot of the political elements of the world, but it's predominantly action adventure.
The political thing is especially once you get into the second book.
Yeah,
I feel like it's stronger in the second book than it is the third, though.
Yeah, I mean, definitely first one is definitively action adventure, but I mean, they're basically in the same city, I think, for Act 1 until she basically takes off, and then the rest of the book is then going on an adventure.
Pretty much.
3 becomes a bit more of an adventure again. So yeah, I mean, I could see that. I think when I was thinking about Scarecrow, I think I was like, all right, well, what other genres does it feel like might be elements like science fiction, post-apocalypse,
dystopian
oh, that's right. I
fantasy,
didn't put dystopian. Yeah, right.
dystopian animal adventure.
I don't really know if it'd be considered dystopian though.
Yeah, because there's no society, right? There's no overarching society. It's more, which is why I think it's closer to apocalypse or not post-apocalyptic, because there's no real society. It's more tribalism.
It's basically reverting. It sounds like
Exactly. It challenges a little bit of the survival of the fittest concept. So fun. But this is things that we all go with when trying to figure out how do we categorize the books. Because at the end of the day, let's say it gets published and it gets put on a bookshelf somewhere in a library, they're not going to care about the subgenre. They're going to get the book. They're going to be like, what's the genre? Can it fit into fantasy? Can it fit into sci-fi? It's going in fantasy. That's really what they're going to care about. So, but enough talk on books. We could be talking about books forever. Actually, that's a really fun conversation. But the reason you guys are all here, updates for the Write Now-a-thon. So for those of you guys who don't know, the Write Now-a-thon is our next major holiday writing event. Woo! I was like, all right, I'll give myself my own round of applause here. So I'm very excited to be able to be hosting the Write Now-a-thon with help from both Penelope and Sol here, who are helping me bring it to life, right? This 100% is not possible by myself. Logistically, this event is not possible. I recognize that. For those of you who've been in the community for a while, you know that we did our first holiday writing event back in July, which was the Write-a-thon, which that was 6 hours. I want to say that was a 6 hour first 6 hour live stream. And it was actually the first time that both Penelope and Sol hopped onto the stream with me.
That's true.
So I think that was super cool. And now we're kind of like ending off the year. How does that feel, guys? Now that's been almost like 6 months since then.
That was 6 months ago. It feels like 18 years.
I
was a young man back then.
That was a decade ago. Who am I?
Now,
honestly, I feel like it's surreal because I was still a student when I participated before, and I'm a graduate now, so it just feels like an entirely different lifetime ago.
You're like, I'm a real adult now.
I have imagined and set my brand on fire like 5 times since then. Like, I don't know how many incarnations I've gone through. It's been a hectic, fast-paced year with a lot of things going on. And it's not slowing down. It's getting faster, if anything else.
But I think that's also the reality of brand building, though, right? And I think that's actually the reality that anyone goes through with building up a brand. Because we try things, they either work or they don't work. And then we try new things.
Sometimes you've got to actually work to get people to pay attention to the thing, though, too. Like, that's the one thing I do. I need to recycle and cycle and change. I move the couch around a lot. And at some
you also have to realize that there's a reason people respond to things the way they do. Like, even when we try new things, like, unfortunately as it is, like, just for YouTube, and for instance, there's like 10 formats that people like to consume content. And I think because there's millions of options out there, it's like, well, how do we do it freshly, but then in a way that people want? That's a challenge. Let me tell you. But yeah, so for the Write Now-a-thon, essentially the Write Now-a-thon is a 2-day live virtual writing festival. If you want to raise awareness for your book, brand, writing service, or network with other writers, this will be the end of year writing event you won't want to miss. We're going to be celebrating the art of writing, our writing progress made in 2024, any published books that launched in 2024, what the writing industry of 2025 will look like, and 366 consecutive days of streaming. So we definitely have quite a lot going on with this. The Write Now-a-thon is going to be our biggest undertaking. We will be hosting I want to say it's almost 80 events over the course of the
Close to it, at least.
How many?
What was that?
How many?
Almost 80.
80? My back hurts.
Like, I'm sick. It is going to be a 3-day festival. Penelope's like, I'm out. Like, Jezebel pulled me away.
Hey, where's the little hook thing? Like off camera with you.
The Right Now Thon is going to be a 3-day festival, right? So it's kind of a cross between a virtual writing conference and a virtual writing and like a virtual writing event. Clearly, we've got a lot going on. It's going to be starting next Friday, December 27th, and lasting through the entire weekend. Just the end of Sunday, December 29th. There's going to be presentations, workshops, writing games, group discussions. There's going to be free giveaways. So let me tell you guys, just by showing up, you guys are going to be getting like you'll have the opportunity and chance to be getting things for free. And we have a lot. We have a lot of things. We have interviews. We have a lot planned for this. We have a lot of celebration, a lot of things, and hopefully we can accomplish it. I mean, I'm personally, I'm excited for the event. I'm nervous to see if I can withstand the amount of streaming I have planned for it. Hopefully I don't like drop dead from just sickness in the middle of it.
Oh,
hey, you're not doing it alone, so there's hope.
Exactly. I'm dragging these two along with me, so that way if I drop dead, I'm not the only one alone.
I vote Crow takes over at that point.
Copley drops dead. Crow and Scarecrow just fly under the screen.
Yeah, there you go. You know how many people would come check that out, though?
I know, right? They're like, streamer tries to put on an event and drops dead.
Mystical Crow and Cat Takeover feed. That sounds like something Flynn Taylor would write up in her tabloid.
Oh man. So like clearly we have a lot planned for this event, and we have a lot of cool things set up. So for those of you in the community, expect to start seeing the announcements for our speakers. We'll be posting the schedule. The schedule will be coming soon. We're going to start making announcements for the speakers and the events. So whether you're in the Discord or if you're connected with us on socials, you'll be able to see the different events that we have planned, right? And then hopefully we'll ask anyone, you see the things, just share. The more people we bring in, the more writers, just the more outlook, the more perspectives we bring into the community. So we're definitely anticipating this is going to be the largest virtual writing festival of the year. It's going to be very, very fun. Now, to give just a very brief overview of what the days look like, we're going to be kicking off Friday, December 27th, next Friday, with something that's going to be a very casual day. And I'll pass this to Penelope Sola to let you guys kind of go over our plans for Friday.
Well, you said casual, so we didn't actually plan anything. We were just going to show up. No, I'm just kidding. So
we're just going to show up here and look pretty.
We're gonna start out
with pretty in the what I'm hoping is a ugly Christmas sweater thing.
Pretty and an ugly Christmas sweater, yay! So Soul, talk about that. Aren't we doing something?
Yeah. So as people in the Discord may have noticed, let's see where it is. The holiday chat. I'm gonna encourage people to post pictures of like pets, you know, in like Christmas wear, ugly Christmas sweaters, anything that they might want to, anything that's, you know, related to that kind of thing, and just show it off. I know personally, I've already got my ugly Christmas sweater. I'm going to post a picture of it later this week to get that actually started. So, and yes, I actually have an ugly Christmas sweater, and Jared's especially going to love it. It's got dragons on it.
Yes, I know. I approve again.
I keep checking at my thrift store, and everybody keeps snagging all the good ones. Like, I don't have an ugly sweater. I'm so disappointed. I do have a postcard from some people that you might recognize that I'll have to post in there, though. But yeah, so we've got that going on in the Discord. We also have a casual stream on Friday, I believe, and afterwards we are doing a how far have we gotten along with that? Just checking in after a weekend of I watched Friends all weekend and I finished it and I cried a lot. So I'm very I was very emotionally involved in that. I'm just still catching up. So we have an activity planned. And I know, Soul, that you threw something out regarding what kind of movies. There was a movies. Somebody already suggested Die Hard. Where is that? I'm looking for it in the Discord and I can't find it.
It should be in the RwriteNow-a-thon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, basically, we're gonna be watching a movie. We're gonna have like a private stream through the Discord of either winter or Christmas movie. We've had some people give out some ideas already. And I have already put a kind of limit on it for a couple of reasons. One, not everyone can stand horror, and I'm not just talking about myself with that.
So I want to watch a horror Christmas movie. So
God, no, just no. But I know there's other people in the community that would rather watch something a little more season appropriate. So either a winter theme movie or a Christmas theme movie is what we're gonna pick out. We haven't decided on it yet. We may not know what it is until the middle of next week, in all honesty. So it's going to be a little bit of a surprise by the time we get there.
Okay, is that how we're doing it? Cool. Well, I mean, there was some discussion. So far, the votes have been for How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action version with Jim Carrey, and of course, Die Hard. I've never seen Die Hard, so I guess that's where my vote is. Yeah, I mean, I love Bruce Willis. He's a great actor. I love the guy who plays the bad guy, also a great actor. I love movies of that era. I've never seen Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Chandler and Joey would be so mad.
I think what we'll do, is we'll probably throw up a poll, and let people vote, because I know we kind of threw that up. So we'll get a couple more options in there, and then we'll kind of narrow it down from there. But so far, it looks like people are going more for winter-esque over Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, Christmas movies, I have to admit, they're nice, but it seems like there's just a larger variety of winter movies in general. So, and plus, I mean, winter movies just, I don't know, just for some reason, I think just sounds a lot funner than just plain old Xmas movies.
So Not Alive, because, I mean, it is a winter movie, but I'm trying to think of winter movies that aren't Christmassy, and all I'm coming up with is men in nature going at it against bears and stuff. White Fang. Can we watch White Fang? I'm putting White.
Depends on the version. It would depend on the version you'd want to watch.
The one with the hottie, or Harrison Ford.
Oh, is that the latest one that's on Disney?
Yeah, that's all right.
I haven't seen that one yet. I love the books. But I have yet to see that.
Winter movies, and a lot of those winter movies are somebody gets lost in nature. It's like man versus nature type of thing.
A lot of man. White Fang with Ethan Hawke.
I'm pretty sure one of the more modern, I think 5-10 years ago, Revenant was a nature one.
Yeah, that's another one.
Does Castaway count as a nature movie?
Yeah, not a winter one though. But Fargo might. Fargo is wintry. It's got lots of snow.
Fargo is a wintry one.
I'm trying to think of other close. Oh, nobody wants to watch my sad poetry movie. Never mind. Winter Passing. High five if you've seen it. It's got Will Ferrell playing a very serious role and Zoe Deschanel in it, and her dad's a writer. That's actually a really good movie, but it's very sad.
Which one?
Winter Passing.
Don't think I've seen that one before.
Yeah.
This is actually a perfect example of a movie that we will not be playing. I'm saying that from both a personal and non-personal point of view.
Is Gremlins
I haven't seen Gremlins either. Obviously, I need to catch up.
Why is Gremlins scary? Is that why?
No,
I found it scary because for some reason the church that I used to go to daycare to when I was younger decided to play that for a bunch of kids, most of them under the age of 10.
It was the 80s.
So now anytime you see a little gremlin, you're just scarred from that movie.
No, I'm not scarred by it, but no, something that we know for a fact isn't going to scare somebody. I mean, I know any movie could scare a person, but Gremlins. Yeah, like Rachel just said, they can be creepy, and sometimes that can be enough to really set somebody off.
Understandable.
Plus, I admit I'm usually sensitive to that kind of stuff, so that's kind of why I put that block on there. Because
What is I'm trying to think of what are other like or movies that happen around Christmas, because then the other ones are like more Christmas-esque movie. I mean, or we could go one of the newer holiday movie that just came out as well. So if people wanted to try out something new, since we're doing it on a private Discord server, we could try one of the new I don't know, some new holiday movie.
I have to watch. Sorry, I was looking through winter movies and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation came up, and I have to watch that now. Sorry.
And I was like, does Home Alone count as a Christmas movie?
Yes,
Home
that's
Alone's
such a
great.
fun movie.
I approve of Home Alone.
That was the first movie I ever saw in theaters.
I've
Home
never
Alone is
seen
a
that.
I
great
miss.
movie.
Tell us how old you are without saying how old you are.
The How to Train Your Dragon Christmas special.
Oh, there you go.
Well, you guys know
Yes,
I
that
approve
would be
of dragons.
perfect. But I think everyone would prefer something a little longer, in all honesty. But we could. But honestly, I'd be fine with actually playing that one like through myself. Afterwards, if anybody still wants to keep watching stuff.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we could do that.
Kidding.
We could do it alternatively as doing like a couple like episodic Christmas specials. I mean, that's something else. We could see the best Christmas special in all of history, the Star Wars Christmas special.
They did a Christmas special.
It was actually noted as being one of the worst pieces of things ever created in like the history of anything. It was so funny. It was one of those things that was so funny it was bad, and it had all the actors in it.
Nice.
And it was really bad.
There's in that tradition, I guess.
I approve, Mary. Doctor Who Christmas special. I approve. Even if the newest Doctor is just even if it's just mediocre right now, I still approve.
The Christmas puppet movies. I'm trying to think. Like, you mean the Muppets, or like I'm thinking the old like claymation and animated, like the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the one with the Island of Misfit Toys. That makes me cry so much because I belonged there. I was a total candidate for the Island of Misfit Toys, but I just wanted to hang out with everybody because I thought they looked cool. Jack Frost.
So look at it. Yeah, I was like, so there's your there's our suggestion. Does Jack Frost count as Christmas or winter?
That would be winter. He would be winter.
I was like, Jack Frost would be a good one. I was like, it almost got filmed across the street from my house. So I'm like, I feel a connection to Jack Frost.
Muppet Christmas. I'm trying to remember what happens in I thinking Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. That's what I like from Jim Henson. I cannot remember any of the Muppet Christmas. Oh, Muppet Christmas Carol. I'm putting that one in. I freaking love
you guys definitely have some great recommendations. We're going to be taking all of you guys' recommendations and narrowing them down into a couple options, and we'll let everyone vote. So that way we can kind of figure out which ones we want to watch. This is going to be kicking off our next Friday, December 27th for our Discord holiday party. So make sure you guys come join us. Come watch a movie with us. This is going to be like the low casual, like you guys can come hop on. We'll hop onto the Discord video hangout session, so you guys can hop on, show off your ugly Christmas sweaters, come hang out, bring some popcorn, and we'll just watch some movies together that Friday.
And also go put your suggestions in the Discord so that we don't lose them in the ether. So we all get a chance to vote.
Yes, that will definitely help out. So you guys are coming up with some great movie suggestions. Go drop them in the Discord chat as well, or in the Discord chat for the Right Now Thon. That will definitely help us keep some of these recommendations at top of mind. And then so Friday is going to be very casual. We wanted to do something very easy. It's a little bit more like it's like our Discord holiday party. And we thought that would be like a very like low key, very casual for us to just hang out and chat with each other, because Saturday is going to kick off a full day of fun and craziness. So I want to say that we are starting the top of Saturday, December 28th. I was like, I need to pull up my schedule I have right now. All right. So we are starting Saturday, December 28th. We'll be starting early-ish. It just depends on your time zone. But we'll be starting the day at 9 a.m. Pacific time with our opening ceremony. And we're going to be going all day, Saturday and Sunday, with all the things. We got all the different types of events back to back. And like I said, on Discord and on socials, we'll start making the announcements of which events you're going to see, which speakers, which things over the course of the next 2 weeks. So that way you can show up to the whole Right Now-a-thon if you want to come hang out with us, or you can show up to the events that really speak to you. There's going to be a lot of information, a lot of networking, a lot of sharing, a lot of free giveaways. So make sure you hang out because you'll have the chance to win free stuff just by coming and hang out in the stream. So definitely it's going to be quite an experience to remember and a great way to celebrate the art of writing at the end of the year. So we can start off 2025 strong. Let's see. And then our other thing we have going. So I know many of you have signed up already, but it's our book. What did we call it again? The published books. Our published book thing.
The thing of published books.
I can't. Do we actually come up with an official name for that yet?
I know.
The published books.
I think so. But anybody who's published a book, have you, dear writer, published a book in 2024? When?
This is going to be the way to celebrate those of you who have published a book this year, because that's the thing that we're all working towards. Getting our stuff published. So we really want to highlight and celebrate anybody who did publish a 2024 book. Make sure that if you have not signed up already and put down your information, that you put down your information in the published book Google Doc form, which is over in the Discord. So definitely make sure you go put that in, because we definitely want to highlight anybody who's published their book this past year, whether the book was a short story, a novella, or a novel. So it's open to all three categories. We're going to be doing something really cool during the event itself. So make sure you sign up in the form if you haven't already.
And that form is in the Right Now-a-thon under the holiday writing events. You have to scroll up a little bit to find it. But it has a link to the form.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and pin that so people can find it easier.
Good idea.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And then for anybody who's not in the Discord, Discord invite is linked down in the YouTube description, but I can.
All right. And it's now pinned, everyone, so it'll be easy to find. And if you guys aren't familiar with Discord and you're not sure how to find something that's pinned, I am going to pull up my screen real quick just to show you.
Excellent.
Provided I can. There we go. And ignore my tons of stuff going on. So up here, there's that little tack symbol. You're going to look up there, and that's how you're going to find anything that's pinned.
Yep.
Super easy.
I love that. So you're our Discord expert over here.
I don't know if I call myself an expert, but I use it too much.
But I think that's very, very helpful. I wouldn't have ever known about that pin thing if I hadn't have messed around with it myself. So I think that's very, very cool. And clearly we've gotten a lot of interest from the published books category. So I think that's going to be very, very popular. And let's see. ML, are those books with or without staples? With.
Who said that?
I think we have to say they have to officially be published.
Who said that? They're making fun of me. Was it ML? It was ML. I was told my book could have been put together with a stapler, and I didn't need to print it. So smart Alec. Yes, if you used it, you know what? If you used a stapler, I'll buy your book. Goodness.
Yeah, awesome. I just saw Heavy. I tried to join the Discord prior, but the link was expired. It still seems to be expired. So the one that I just dropped in the chat should work. It's actually kind of strange with Discord. It lets me generate a new link, and then it says underneath it, your link will never expire. and then the links expire.
I've got an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and put my my own Discord name into the chat so that people can actually look me up and message me if they need to. If there's still a problem and you can't use the links for whatever reason, you are more than welcome to message me, and I will send you a link through Discord to the server.
Absolutely, because that's definitely right. That's definitely a problem if like people can't even join the Discord. And I know I've had that. It's like an inconsistent thing. It's like sometimes the Discord links like work long term, and sometimes they don't. It's kind of funky.
Kind of Jezebel-y. Pickle.
Let's see. Heavy still struggling with it. Interesting, because that Discord link. Oh, Discord has been broken for a few years, so still struggling with it. Let's see.
For the paw print. Yep.
Yeah, my Discord username, I usually try to go with the same thing in almost every set I use. But for anyone who looks up Solar Wolf, look for the paw print. Because it is a wolf print, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play way too easily.
Alternatively, Heavy, something as well. If you let me know your like Discord name, you can add me. You can also add us on Discord. Like I said, that works with Soul as well under Solar Wolf. I think I'm under Kaufman something on there. Yeah. So definitely let us know if you can't find us, because we of course would love to have you over on the Discord. So Discord fun and Discord logistics, that is a fun thing to deal with. Let's see what else. Books, games. Yes, so we're going to be doing live writing games as well for the WriteNow Thon. We're going to be doing some live writing games, but you're not going to get to know what the writing games will be until you show up. What I promise is they're going to be accessible for all types of writers. They're going to be easy and accessible. But what more fun can you have than just showing up and playing writing games, right? Like writing games are great. For those of you who saw the WriteNow-a-thon back in July, you probably saw an inclination of our first attempt at a writing game, where we got to create and evolve the lovable Gandalfina, space wizard princess. So
Don't
that
forget
was
she was a mermaid.
What was that?
She was a mermaid. You can't forget that.
Mermaid, space, wizard, princess. Oh man. So that was if that gives you an inclination. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. Make sure over in the Discord you'll be able to let us know if you want to come join. I'm opening up the writing games to the community. So that way if you want to just come join us for a writing game, you can hop on, where we want to make them as accessible as possible. So it should definitely be quite a fun experience. Oof, man.
I thought so when we did it last time. That was the first time I
think we had a little too much fun though, because I do recall a few people actually asking us that.
Yeah, because we were trying it out. That was the first thing I tried it out, and I mean I've done it before in writing groups, but that was the first time I tried it out as a live stream, thing, and it actually worked out very well.
Yeah,
it did.
It worked out very, very well. So we'll have obviously a little bit more time this time around for the writing game portion. Yeah, we're gonna see. We might do prizes for one of the writing games. We're still figuring out logistics. So, but we'll be announcing the writing game. Yeah, we'll be announcing the writing game time slot soon. Definitely soon. Gory, like how much tequila led to that concept? It sounds like a tequila born idea. You know what? Tequila, or put 6 writers together on a stream and see what they come up with. You know what? Pick your poison.
6 writers streaming 5 weird protagonists. 4 ornery birds. 3 help me out. I don't know. And
published book
in the Christmas tree.
Oh man! All right. So clearly, we're
was I just singing Oh gosh.
Penelope's just coming out of her like stream of conscious. You're like, wait, I thought I was watching Friends still.
I went into a trance there for a second and I started streaming. Streaming. My consciousness was dreaming.
Man. So like obviously the Right Now-a-thon is going to be super huge. This is going to be the biggest swing that I know, the biggest swing I've taken and the biggest swing we've taken for just doing something, a community event that's doing a lot of different things. So there's a lot of different pieces, a lot of different moving parts. Like I said, with almost 80 plus events over the course of 3 days, we got a lot. So
you're gonna find something to do.
Exactly. How are you guys feeling about it? How do you guys feel?
I'm excited for it.
It's a convention I don't have to get out of my seat for. I'm happy. I plan on learning a lot. Like I've had a peek behind the curtain and I've got to see some of the presentations and I'm awfully excited about many of them. And
yeah, we have a really nice variety. We have a nice variety of presentations and workshops that are applying to like all different areas of writing. It's actually really, really cool. We got such a nice submission rate for our presenters. It's gonna be incredible.
And there's a couple of discussions in there as well, which will be very interesting, I think, too. Like, yeah, I mean, it's got a nice variety of content that's broken up over the course of the days with different varieties of like presentations and discussions and games. I mean, like, there's just so much going on. As soon as we get the schedule out, you should totally figure out what you want to hit. And you know, that's the cool thing is that like there is no limitations on who can join. You can come to as many as you want and as many people can show up to them and get the benefits of it. And you know, put your name in the hat for the freebies. It's just going to be a great way to wrap up 360. How many days at that point of
366 days of streaming. Although I guess technically that Sunday will technically be 364. But I mean, I think we get the point. I feel like if I've made 364, I'll probably make 366.
I feel like, you know what? Nothing that the universe has thrown at you has stopped you yet. So I'm pretty sure. Like I say that, but you know, we're all going to be live and it's going to be 2 days until you hit your goal and a pterodactyl is going to come out of the sky and take you off to, I don't know what.
Oh man.
I'm just kidding. That's fantasy. That genre is fantasy. I'm being quiet now. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm like excited. I'm a little nervous. Like I hope that like, I want everything to come out, but I'm like, oh my goodness, how's it all going to come together? I'm like, how am I going to feel? This is going to be that period in between Christmas. So you're going to be done with Christmas. You're going to be like, hey, I need a break from the family, but it's before New Year's. So it's going to be that perfect middle ground of like, let's celebrate writing. I'm like, that's literally the perfect time.
Yeah, it's a really downtime, chill, but like, you know, something to do.
Courtney is right. A dragon will come down and carry Kaufman away.
That's right.
That's what's going to happen.
Just grab your phone so that you can live stream from the top of your mountain, dude. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So
in the dragon world, the expression is put a Kaufman on it.
Put a Kaufman. Oh man.
ML.
Okay, awesome. So what is let's see, I'm trying to think of if we had anything else. Yes. Okay, so I got one more ask from the community. I'll probably be posting this today. So I'm actually want to put together a cool video for the Right Now community, but I need your help. As a way of celebrating the Right Now community and to try to help bring my artistic vision to life, I would like to put together a collage of all of any writers who want to submit a 3-second video. This is going to be very easy. It's a 3-second video of you saying right now. So I'm going to be putting together a collage of as many writers doing just saying right now, right now, right now, to really incentivize, right now. Like that's the goal of the community. The goal is right now. Awesome. So definitely.
Where are we putting these videos at?
What was that?
Where are we sending these right nows?
Good question. I probably have to make another form for that, don't I?
We'll set a form for it.
Well,
I can do that later.
Okay,
yeah.
That makes sense. Because the Discord has a limit on file sizes, I think. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I want to make it as easy as possible. So
yes,
I
please.
think, yeah. So what we'll do is I'll probably throw up something in the Discord today. But essentially, it's super easy. It's just a 3-second video of you saying to the camera right now. It's really simple. Horizontal. It's going to be horizontal facing, or you could do it from your desktop. If you do it from your phone, make sure it's horizontal. So that way we can have everybody the same frame. But I could totally picture 20, 30 writers with the right now thing. And guys, what better way to incentivize writers who are losing motivation than just right now 100 times, right? You can't beat that, right? You literally can't beat that. So I thought that would be super cool. Whether you want to dress up in your ugly Christmas sweater, or you want to dress up in your cool writer attire, your professional author gear, or maybe you just want to be a dragon.
I'm going to do it right now. Right now.
Oh man. Yeah, right? Meow.
Got it. Right. Oh my gosh, that's right. I have to do that one. Sorry, hang on. Right? Meow.
That is that's the last big announcement that we have for the Right Now-a-thon. Yeah, I think that's everything that I got. Anything else that comes to mind, Penelope or Sol?
No, I think that's everything.
Can't think
So
of
you got
anything
anything?
specific?
No. We start launching revealing presentations in the schedules next week, I believe, or this week and a couple of days on the socials. So that's something to look out for.
Yeah, definitely be on the lookout. You guys will start seeing Discord and socials bombarded with our variety of events. So you'll be able to get excited and figure out what you want to come to. So it's going to be a lot of reveals, and it will be quite a lot of fun. We're stoked. Courtney, I think that's funny. Have a normal one and a blooper one. I mean, hey, if you guys want to send a blooper version with it too, I think that'd be hilarious. I'll try to say it right now, and then a dragon will come take me away.
Yay! That'd be fun.
Awesome. But I think that's all that we got for you guys today. Like I said, today was just a very casual update stream. Discord, we didn't have too many crazy updates, just highlighting some of the channels we have in there. And I know it looks like we got the Discord invite. Other than that, I mean, my stream schedule for this week is pretty casual. Oh, that's right. This Saturday is the next story and critique show. So anybody who needs feedback on your story critique show episode 33. Anybody who needs feedback, definitely make sure you submit. Let me pull up the schedule real fast. All right, perfect. So anybody who wants to submit, so obviously here's the streaming schedule for the week. Obviously updates, writers group, hope to have you guys here. But Saturday is the next critique show. So if you guys need feedback on your story, submit now. I was like, where is it? Link is down in the YouTube description. If you want free feedback, free reading. Yeah, it'll be great. Everyone loves the critique show.
I was just going to ask, I submitted something last time. Do I need to resubmit it because you didn't get to it? Because I submitted it during the show. No,
you don't. Once you submit the first, once you submit once, it just gets added to following shows.
Okay.
So if for now, that's probably the same format I'll just keep using moving forward until we start breaking too many submissions. I think once I start getting a certain volume, then I just if I get 10 to 20 submissions, I can generally get through them in maybe 2 shows. If I get 50 to 60 submissions. I can't make any promises.
Really? Mine's super short. You're welcome.
Courtney asked, like, if I edit chapter 1 of Razor, would that be too much for a live stream? Is mentioning Courtney has some very fun material in chapter 1 for anybody who likes. If you've ever seen Sons of Anarchy, this is it's the vibe. It's a really cool story. Would that be too much for a live stream? I don't think so. Right now, I don't. I think I'm generally fine with showing any type of story on the stream as long as it's not erotica. I think erotica is the only one I probably I feel like the video would get taken down from. And since the channel is not doing any since I'm not doing sponsors on the channel for probably at least another 6 to 9 months until the channel's eligible, there's no limitation. So yeah, Courtney, feel free to resubmit Razor. But I definitely suggest submit sooner rather than later. As always, the sooner you guys submit. Like I said, I know Penelope, you said you submitted one. I definitely still have some from the previous submission from the previous show. So definitely always try to get through as many as possible. Because after that, the next critique show will be in January. Will be in 2025. Wow.
Ooh, it's gonna be fun.
2025. Oh man, I can't believe 2025 is already.
It was just July. Can the year stop going so quickly?
I know.
Oh man, what craziness does 2025 have in store for us?
Oh my gosh, the shenanigans, the sheer volume of shenanigans. I can't wait.
Scarecrows and demons and crows.
And love spells and
love spells. Oof, man, we got some fun stuff. What a great way to start off the year.
I know. Let's kick it off with a little murder mystery, shall we?
All right, my friends. I think now that is everything. That's all that I got. So if you want to submit to the critique show, down in the YouTube description down below. And that's what we got. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to be traveling for the next couple of days. So tomorrow will be an earlier stream. If you want to come do some writing with us, what's that? 11 a.m. Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern. So I'll be here earlier in the day. Come join me if you want to come get your writing in. mlbomb.com. Thank you for all your hard work. I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for the super chat. That really means the world. Anybody who ever donates to the WriteNow community, whether that's through super chats, the super stickers, or if you want to purchase the flash fiction anthology, it all gets reinvested back into the WriteNow community, generally towards advertising and hopefully towards bringing in bigger guests in the future. So it's all gets reinvested into it, I promise. My goal is to keep reinvesting into this business, or not business, but just the WriteNow brand for at least the next 5 years. So that's my goal.
Can I give a little shout out to ML?
Yeah.
I'm interviewing him this weekend.
Woo!
And he's published so many books this year, and he's going to be a guest on Aether and Ink. So if you want to come hang out with me and ML, we're going to pull some tarot cards and talk about the wacky world of writing and mysticism, and who knows what kind of things that we'll get into. So yeah, that's happening this weekend. I can't wait. I'm so excited. It's going to be
cool.
Fun.
On the next episode of Aether and Ink, right?
Yep, that's right. Cool. Right before the critique show.
So definitely, let's say you're waking up a little earlier on Saturday and you're like, hey, what should I do? Go hang out with Penelope and ML, because it sounds like there's going to be a really cool interview. ML is so experienced, and I am looking forward to hearing more about ML's journey, and especially with his books. I know ML just published one, I think, as well recently.
Yeah, and I'm digging into Deadcaster right now, which is what I'll be asking him about. But I also want to. I mean, he's just got such a storied history, so I just can't wait to pick his brain. It's gonna be great. Oh, so yeah, come hang out with us. Well, as always, totally pop some questions in, whatever. I mean, we're just gonna wander around in the Aether and talk about ink. So.
And in the meantime, we'll be back. I'm sure Soul, Penelope, you guys may or may not be back for Wednesday. I think Soul, after 22 meetings. I think I can safely say, unless like something happens to you, you're probably going to be able to join us for the next 22 meetings.
Oh, please. If I don't join a meeting, then I'm dead. I would probably even join in the hospital if I was unconscious.
Oh no, I've set the precedent. People are gonna start like hopping onto streams from their like hospital deathbed. And I was like, guys, don't copy me. Like mine was like, for me to stream from the hospital, it was very difficult. And I was in not a good place. But I couldn't like my like personal motivation would not let me skip a day. Literally would not let me.
That's why I was like, I know you don't want to miss this. Here's the link. You should hop on. I can imagine you battling nurses for possession of your phone and being like, you don't understand. My integrity is at stake.
It was really funny. I think there was a moment where I was like having this full on like breakdown, and it was right. I had like 1,000 breakdowns that day, but there was one moment where I was having this breakdown, and my family, they're like, Jared, what's wrong? And they're like, are you in pain? And I'm like, I can't miss it. I was just so distraught. I'm like, you're not in pain? And I'm like, I'm in emotional pain. I can't miss it. Like, oh my God.
And you didn't. We were, I know that you probably shouldn't have, but I was really proud of you anyway.
And I appreciate you guys for being able to step up. You both you guys were awesome.
No problem.
I asked you guys to hop on to do the stream, and they ended up being like 2-3 hour streams. Like, we had fun.
Apparently, we talk a lot. We have lots to say. Oh, that was fun.
All right, my friends. On that fun note, that's all that we got for you today. I'll join. Hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow. Come join us on the Wednesday Writers Group. Come join us for the critique show for Aether and Ink and all the stuff going on this week. I'm Kaufman, and these guys are
Chat Soul,
Penelope Hartley,
and we'll catch you on the next stream.